Hello dear viewers, today I'm going to tell you about 10 legendary names who were among the brightest stars of Hollywood's golden age, but unfortunately, their lives ended too soon. They left their mark on the history of cinema, won millions of fans, but fate took them away at a young age. From James Dean to Marilyn Monroe, from Rudolph Valentino to Judy Garland, their stories are both fascinating and sad. If you are ready, let's take a journey into the lives of these unforgettable figures. James Dean, 1931 to 1955. James Dean is remembered as one of Hollywood's most iconic figures. With only 3 films, East of Eden, Rebel Without a Cause, and Giant, he left an unforgettable mark on cinema. Dean became a symbol of youthful rebellion and inner turmoil, captivating audiences with his brooding intensity. His unique ability to portray vulnerability on screen resonated deeply with audiences, especially young people who identified with his character's struggles. Dean's iconic leather jacket, tousled hair, and smoldering gaze became symbols of defiance and freedom. Off-screen, Dean's love for racing reflected his daring personality. Tragically, his life was cut short at just 24 in a devastating car accident while driving his Porsche 550 Spider, a vehicle he had affectionately nicknamed Little Bastard. The crash occurred on a lonely California highway, and his premature death shocked the world. Despite his brief career, Dean's influence continues to resonate with generations of fans. His performances remain fresh and powerful, and his image as a misunderstood youth remains timeless. To this day, Dean's legacy endures as a cultural icon representing rebellion, passion, and the fleeting nature of life. Marilyn Monroe, 1926 to 1962. Marilyn Monroe is remembered as one of Hollywood's most famous sex symbols, starring in iconic films like Some Like It Hot, The 7-Year Itch, and Gentlemen Prefer Blondes. Monroe enchanted audiences with her charm and beauty. Yet behind her captivating smile and glamorous image lay a life filled with struggles. Monroe battled anxiety, insecurity, and the weight of Hollywood's relentless demands. She endured a difficult childhood, marked by foster homes and instability, which left deep emotional scars. Despite these hardships, Monroe's determination propelled her to superstardom. Her signature blonde curls, breathy voice, and magnetic presence became iconic. However, Monroe's private life was marred by tumultuous relationships, failed marriages, and relentless media scrutiny. Tragically, Monroe passed away at just 36, with her death ruled as an overdose, a conclusion that has sparked endless theories and speculation. Monroe's death shocked the world, leaving behind unanswered questions and a legacy steeped in both glamour and sadness. As both a pop culture icon and a tragic figure, Monroe's life story continues to captivate the public imagination, symbolizing beauty, vulnerability, and the darker side of fame. Jean Harlow, 1911 to 1937. Jean Harlow, famously known as the Platinum Blonde, was one of the brightest stars of the 1930s. With her signature platinum hair and sultry screen presence, Harlow redefined Hollywood glamour. She rose to fame through iconic films like Dinner at 8, Red Dust, and Bombshell, winning audiences with her comedic timing and magnetic charm. Beyond her glamorous persona, Harlow was known for her warmth and down-to-earth nature, earning her the nickname The Baby. Despite her career flourishing, Harlow faced personal struggles, including a difficult marriage and ongoing health issues. Her life was tragically cut short at just 26 when she succumbed to kidney failure, a condition that progressed rapidly. Rumors swirled about the cause of her illness, with some suggesting poisoning or foul play, but medical reports confirmed her death was due to natural causes. Her death devastated Hollywood, as she had been at the peak of her stardom. Harlow's influence extended beyond film, as her iconic platinum hairstyle inspired countless trends, and her comedic style paved the way for future stars. Despite her brief career, Harlow's radiant presence and unforgettable performances secured her place as a timeless Hollywood legend. Rudolph Valentino, 1895 to 1926. Rudolph Valentino was the ultimate heartthrob of the silent film era. Dubbed the Latin Lover, he mesmerized audiences in classics like The Sheik and Blood and Sand. Valentino's dark features, intense gaze, and undeniable charisma made him one of Hollywood's first true sex symbols. His passionate on-screen persona made women swoon, and his films often drew massive crowds. Off-screen, Valentino faced frequent criticism, particularly from men who felt threatened by his magnetic appeal. Despite this, his star continued to rise, and he cultivated an image of sophistication and allure. Tragically, Valentino's life was cut short at just 31 due to complications from appendicitis and a subsequent infection. His sudden death devastated fans worldwide, sparking mass hysteria. Thousands flooded the streets during his funeral, and reports claimed several fans took their own lives in grief. Valentino's death cemented his legacy as a romanticized figure of passion and mystery. To this day, his name remains synonymous with timeless seduction and the allure of Hollywood's golden age. Carole Lombard, 1908 to 1942. Carole Lombard was one of the most successful comedic actresses of the 1930s, known for her quick wit and vibrant personality. She starred in beloved films like My Man Godfrey, Nothing Sacred, and To Be or Not to Be. Lombard's charm and sharp comedic timing made her a standout performer, and her ability to balance humor with heart won her critical acclaim. Beyond her acting career, Lombard was known for her strong-willed independence and dedication to her craft. Off-screen, her romance with Clark Gable became one of Hollywood's most famous love stories. Tragically, Lombard's life ended at just 33 when she died in a plane crash while returning from a World War II war bond tour. The accident occurred in Nevada, and her death devastated Hollywood. At the time of her passing, she had been actively supporting the war effort, demonstrating her deep patriotism. Lombard's untimely death was a tremendous loss to the film industry, but her legacy endures through her unforgettable performances and vibrant spirit. Today, she is remembered not only for her comedic brilliance, but also for her courage, generosity, and unwavering determination. Natalie Wood, 1938 to 1981. Natalie Wood was a rare talent who shined both as a child star and an accomplished adult actress. With memorable roles in Rebel Without a Cause, West Side Story, and Splendor in the Grass, she became one of Hollywood's most beloved figures. Her ability to portray vulnerability and depth made her performances unforgettable. Despite her success, Wood faced personal struggles, including anxiety and a complex family life. Her mysterious death at 43 during a yacht trip near Catalina Island continues to spark speculation. She had been on the boat with her husband, Robert Wagner, and actor Christopher Walken when she drowned under unclear circumstances. Rumors swirled for years, and her case was reopened in 2011, with authorities changing her cause of death from accidental drowning to drowning and other undetermined factors. To this day, theories about foul play persist, and Wood's untimely passing remains one of Hollywood's most haunting mysteries. Her tragic end contrasts sharply with her luminous screen presence, solidifying her place as both a cherished star and a symbol of unresolved questions in Hollywood lore. Montgomery Clift, 1920-1966. Montgomery Clift was one of the most influential actors of his generation, known for his intense, emotionally charged performances. As a pioneer of method acting, Clift's roles in A Place in the Sun, From Here to Eternity, and The Misfits set new standards for authenticity on screen. He captivated audiences with his brooding presence and ability to convey inner turmoil. However, Clift's life took a devastating turn in 1956 when he was involved in a severe car accident that disfigured his face. Although surgeons worked to restore his appearance, Clift struggled with pain and emotional scars. His addiction to painkillers and alcohol gradually overshadowed his career. Despite these struggles, Clift continued to deliver powerful performances, but his health deteriorated rapidly. He passed away at just 45 from a heart attack, widely attributed to years of substance abuse. His tragic decline, once described as the longest suicide in Hollywood history, remains a cautionary tale about fame and inner suffering. Judy Garland, 1922 to 1969. Judy Garland was an extraordinary talent whose voice and presence transcended generations. Best known for her role as Dorothy in The Wizard of Oz, Garland enchanted audiences with her powerful vocals and emotional depth. Beyond her iconic performance, she delivered unforgettable roles in A Star is Born and Meet Me in St. Louis. Despite her success, Garland's life was plagued with struggles. Pushed into the spotlight at an early age, she endured immense pressure from studio executives who tightly controlled her diet, appearance, and schedule. This relentless control contributed to her lifelong battle with insecurity, addiction, and mental health issues. Garland's financial troubles and failed marriages compounded her emotional pain. Tragically, she died at 47 from an accidental overdose of sleeping pills, leaving behind a legacy as both a remarkable performer and a victim of Hollywood's harsh realities. Garland's life story continues to resonate, reminding the world of the immense pressures that often accompany fame. Sal Mineo, 1939 to 1976. Sal Mineo's breakout role as Plato in Rebel Without a Cause cemented his place as one of Hollywood's brightest young stars. His sensitive performance earned him critical acclaim, and he quickly rose to fame. Mineo later pursued theatre and television, continuing to challenge himself as an actor. While his career experienced ups and downs, Mineo remained a dedicated performer. Tragically, at 37, Mineo was fatally stabbed in an alley near his Los Angeles apartment. The brutal attack shocked Hollywood and sparked numerous theories about whether the crime was linked to his sexuality. Eventually, a man named Lionel Ray Williams was arrested and convicted for the robbery-motivated murder. Mineo's tragic end cut short a promising career, yet his impact as a groundbreaking actor, particularly as one of the first openly gay figures in Hollywood, continues to inspire. Grace Kelly, 1929 to 1982. Grace Kelly epitomized elegance and sophistication, earning her place as one of Hollywood's most beloved stars. With iconic roles in Rear Window, To Catch a Thief, and High Society, Kelly captivated audiences with her poise and undeniable talent. At the height of her career, Kelly left Hollywood to marry Prince Rainier III of Monaco, becoming Princess Grace. While her life seemed like a fairy tale, the pressures of royal duties and public scrutiny were challenging. Despite stepping away from acting, Kelly remained an influential cultural figure. Tragically, her life was cut short at 52 when she suffered a stroke while driving, causing her car to plunge off a winding Monaco road. Her death deeply saddened fans worldwide, and she remains an icon of beauty, grace, and timeless style. Kelly's brief but impactful Hollywood career, coupled with her role as a princess, continues to inspire fascination and admiration across generations. And here we come to the end of the stories of the brightest but most tragic stars of Hollywood's golden age, who made their mark in the history of cinema with the great achievements they packed into their short lives. However, unfortunately, their lives ended prematurely, leaving behind a great legacy and a sad legacy. Which one of these names is your favorite, or whose story affected you the most? Don't forget to share in the comments. If you liked the video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. See you in the next video. Bye.